Let me tell you guys something right now. Any of you in the situations you're going through with the females you're dealing with or the female you're dealing with, regardless if it's 20 or if it's 1, whatever you're dealing with, you're going to come to notice that when you deal with women, every single one of them is going to test you to see how far they can take things. It is up to you as a man to put your foot directly down when things are becoming unacceptable. And I'm going to tell you guys this. If you're good enough as a man and you know the woman you're with values you, and you know that you're the hot commodity, you're the rare one in the case, any bad behavior coming from a female, all you guys have to do is ignore them. And it's not silent treatment, it's not abuse, because you're doing it because of what is happening to yourself. Women tend to be very manipulative sometimes without admitting they are, but they're being that way and they'll never admit it, bro. While they're being that way, they will never admit it. Never. In 1,000 years will they ever admit it, but they're being that way and they continue to act like they're not, but they are. But they are. So, women can't stand being ignored. So, if you have value as a man and you're dealing with women or a woman, you have every right to ignore her. Just walk away. Do whatever you want. She can take a panic attack. She can freak out. She can do whatever she wants. So can you, by walking away, by ignoring her. Because if you're not getting good treatment from a woman, she's literally testing you to see how far she can take the disrespect. And they all do it from time to time. And you have to let it be known that that kind of stuff is unacceptable. Unacceptable, and it's not going to continue to happen because you will leave. You will be out. You will live the life you're supposed to live without her, if that's what it comes down to. Men don't live their lives and work so hard to be disrespected or clowned on by some emotionally erratic creature like a female. Like, you've got to be kidding me. Not any of us, bro, who have any value are going to literally sit there and allow that shit to happen. It's not going to happen. But most women love that type of stuff. They love it. All the ones you've dealt with in the past, you guys know what I'm talking about. They all love to do it. And it's at first they act normal. It's at first everything seems so perfect. It's at first they get their foot in the door. And all of a sudden, you slowly start to see things, and you guys don't want to make it easy for a woman to get comfortable around you. You don't want to make that easy. You want to keep her on her toes. You want to keep her basically in a scarcity mindset, and this is not manipulative. This is not toxic. It's what you must do in order for her to even behave. It's just the way they are. If you just chill and you let things happen so easily, you do things for her, you let things happen so easily, most women are going to cause an absolute scene, bro, because they need that drama, they need that conflict, they need negativity, They need these emotional roller coasters of highs and lows and crazy stuff. They need those things. They need to see how much and how often they can do those things to you, because it's like they can't live without it. And it's hilarious because if it's just you and her involved, that's the only time it happens. If you're around anybody else, it would never happen in a million years, bro. It would literally never happen because they don't want other people to think they're like that. All women are very covert and snaky, bro. They will do things just to you, just that you're gonna see. And it's like mind-blowing. This could be over text. This could be over a phone call. This could be in real life, in person. But they make it so it's just you that witnesses those things. They make sure of it. Because if you were to tell anybody else, they're going to downplay it. They're going to act like it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that crazy. It wasn't that intense. He's lying, bro. That's what's going to happen. Women are dangerous, bro. Women are straight up dangerous at times. So, as a man, this is a point we're getting to. You have to have a lot of power or leverage on your side, and if you don't, you shouldn't even think about dating a woman. You shouldn't even think about taking a woman seriously or being in a relationship or anything like that, bro. You got to build yourself up, and you got to become somebody that you would literally walk away at any given day, at any given second, if that's what it comes down to, because you're literally not accepting that kind of BS behavior. That's not who you are. You can let her know. If she wants to act that way, go find some other scrub, because I ain't that scrub. You can literally call the shots. You can literally tell her whatever you want, and guess what? Men with value can do this. Men who have no value can't do this. Men who have no value are in scarcity. They would never say nothing to even initiate ever losing the girl they're with, because they don't feel they can get another one. They don't feel like they can live life on their own and be happy, and that is the key difference here. It's a massive difference, but any men with value would gladly walk away from any situation where too much chaos is being caused. Like, at the end of the day, bro, if you're a man and you're in a relationship or you're dealing with a female, you're going to have to deal with her emotions from time to time. You're going to have to deal with a little bit of attitude from time to time. And that's okay. I mean, it's not like we can't deal with anything. It's not like we've never dealt with anything. It's the fact that sometimes things become extreme. Sometimes things become far too much. Like far too much. And it's like completely unacceptable. But yeah, dealing with an emotional female, dealing with a little bit of an attitude she might have sometimes, like, it's not that huge of a deal. It's manageable, but there's certain things, bro, and there's certain women you guys will deal with that the juice ain't worth the squeeze. It's not minor stuff. It's very extreme. It's very toxic. It will literally strip you from everything that makes you a man. It's emasculating. It's disrespectful. It's gut-wrenching. And you guys have to say it like it is to these types if you're dealing with them. And literally, like, I would even recommend exiting the whole situation. Forget about ignoring her. Just leave her ass behind, bro. Leave her ass behind. Because if that stuff is happening, it's not going to stop. It's going to happen again and again and again and again. And it ain't worth going through that as a man. It is not. It's better to vibe by yourself. It's better to be single. It's better to live and breathe your own life and being able to focus on it 100%. And, you know, we don't need all that drama and chaos in our lives. We don't need all that mental gymnastics. And I've let tons of women go in the past, bro, because it was simply way too much. Like, not just little bits of stuff. We're talking way too much. We're talking extreme toxicity. We're talking high amounts of emotional turmoil. And they put it on you, bro. They literally put it on you as if you're obligated to deal with that. And that's the exact second you're going to ignore that woman, and she's going to go absolutely crazy, because women cannot stand being ignored. They can't stand it. It's the worst thing you could possibly do to them, to anger them even more, to make them sad, to possibly make them cry. That's how bad they hate it, bro. They feel worthless. They feel valueless. But what they don't understand is they make us feel valueless when they act and behave in ways that they do, which is why we're not going to just sit there and allow that stuff to happen. We're not going to do it. We're going to walk away, because you're not going to allow us to feel that way. There's many situations in the past where it's just like laughable, bro. It's like, I can't even explain it into words. It's just the things that went on. Are you out of your mind? Like, literally laughing at you, like, laughable. That's what I'm saying. Hilarious, actually. Like, bro, those types, they operate on such a low level. It's such a low level. It's like, we way up here, bro. What are you doing down there? You're gonna get ignored because you're acting crazy. We're out. We don't want this. We don't want to deal with this. We don't want nothing to do with you because you're acting crazy. And you deserve to be ignored until you can be an adult and can act right. Because most women today, bro, they just can't seem to do that. And whose fault is that? Educate yourself. Calm your tits. Understand what you have to do to be better. But no, it's too much. Because they don't want to take accountability for how poorly they behave around you. They don't want to do it. They just want to act and behave however they want. We can't do that. We can't do that, bro. They can. We can't. We have to be like perfect all the time. And most modern women today, not all, but most, feel entitled to act however they want. They can become as unattractive, as unappealing as they want. They don't have to live up to no standard. They can just be gross, because it is gross. And they wonder why things fall apart. They wonder why we go on ahead to ignore them. Because it's wild. Y'all is just wild. What happened to who you were in the beginning is what you guys are going to ask the majority of women that you've dealt with in your life. What happened to that person that existed in the beginning where no wrong could ever been done? But now, you guys are going to see the true colors, bro. That's what you guys are going to see. And you saw it. I've saw it many times. It's very rare to get a woman in your life who gets it. And it's very, very rare. Not even they will be perfect. Perfect don't exist. But at least you can get somewhere with it. Others, you can't get anywhere. That's why you have to ignore them. That's why the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Sometimes the juice is worth the squeeze, but it's a very rare situation. But it's not often that it is. It's not often at all. Women are struggling today, bro, of getting commitment from the men they want. Something else they won't admit because it hurts their egos. The fact that the men they want don't want to commit to them, it hurts their ego, and they get ignored by the men they want. We know our value, bro. We know our value. We know our worth. We ain't playing around. We ain't messing about. I was not playing around for the last decade of my life. I was about that business, bro. I was not messing about. I was not playing around. I'm going to get out there and I'm going to get after it. And it's exactly what I done. And it's what all you guys have to do as well, and put yourself in a position where you have a lot of power and leverage, because as men, we're supposed to have that anyways. It's just not all men do. But if you do, you will see how good life can be, because no matter what, you're going to be good, bro. No matter what position you find yourself in, you're going to be good. You're going to be good, bro. There's a lot of loopholes today. There's a lot of traps you can fall for and fall into. Something you don't want to do. You want to keep a level head. You want to be able to, make the right moves and decisions. And sometimes the best decision is ignoring a woman completely, because she has zero benefit. It's to the point where not even her body is a benefit to you. But she's going to benefit from you, because you make a great man to get attention from. You might be a good looking man. You might have money. You might be able to provide. You might be charismatic. You might be smart, good looking, charming, all these things. Of course you're good for her, but is she good for you? Is she the opposite in your eyes? Does she have all these traits and stuff? Probably not. And to get a woman like that is very rare. It exists, but it's very rare. And this is reality. This is life. And I think by the day, women are losing their minds. Like, bro, you see it happening. You see it. And they're going to be left, bro, like a ghost. They're going to be left like a ghost. They're never going to get that life they wanted, ever. And that's a shame. That is a shame. We don't wish it on anybody, but some people, bro, are not going to get it. Some people are not going to get that. And you got to work extremely hard. Like, for men to be independent, bro, for men to be by themselves, we're in much better hands than women being alone and getting older and stuff, and less and less and less and less and less people are around them. It's gonna be a nightmare. But men are different, because we literally love solitude. We literally love peace, tranquility, and all those things. We just like to vibe. We like to have good vibes, couple good friends, and that's all it's gonna be for us. But women are much more complex. So, yeah. I genuinely believe too, bro, most women don't like how men actually are. They don't understand us. They don't understand how simple we are. They find it boring. They find it stupid. They find it this, they find it that, but we view them the same way. We find it stupid how emotional they are. We find it not necessarily that, but just the decisions they tend to make when they're that emotional. Like, we find things as well very, very silly. And that's the thing. We make use of our time and our lives, and I feel majority of women don't. And that's the thing. So who's really silly here? You got your answer. And maybe the stronger independent women do, but that's the thing. Like, can you just get a woman who knows how to be, feminine, who knows how you operate, understands that, respects it? It exists. It's just rare. And when you guys get something like that, bro, you hold on to it. You keep it until proven otherwise. So that's the only route for a man today. If you guys are dealing with an overwhelming amount of toxic BS, ignore. Walk away. It's a woman's kryptonite. She don't want that, but you don't want all that baggage either. You don't want all that mess. So it is what it is. Men and women both have to understand that we both have needs, and if those needs are being met, and they must be realistic as well, because some women have these needs, but they're not even realistic. Your needs can't be too high. It's got to be fairly simplified, and if it's going to be more than that, then you're going to have to walk away as a man, because like I said, bro, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get rid of it. It's too much. It's not worth it. It comes down to the worth. Whatever situation you guys find yourselves in, whatever woman you're dealing with, whatever woman or women you're talking to, you have to ask yourself, is this worth it? It might be right now. It might not be in 6 months' time, 1 year time. Things end, a lot of times. It happens. And if it happens, it happens. Gotta accept it. If things end up working itself out, that's amazing. But in this world today, bro, it's extremely difficult, and people have become super delusional, super toxic, so we'll see going forward. But anyways, guys, I hope this video could add some value some way, somehow. I'm sure it will. Gain some higher level of understanding of what needs to be done and what you guys should tolerate, not tolerate, and things like that. So we're going to get on to the next video, and we'll see y'all in the next. God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all as well at the top.